Testing, testing, testing. those tuning in on time for our 7:30 game time, our start might be a little delayed as the umpires were backed up on the highway via a crash. So we'll get back as soon as they're dressed, primed, and ready.
Good evening from Rebel Park. As the Newmarket Rebels are facing the Woodstock River Bandits, as Mikey explained, we're in a bit of a delay, an umpire delay. Doesn't happen very often. First pitch about to be thrown now. I'm Hannah Hollingsworth, your broadcaster tonight, along with Mikey Ragone. I'll go ahead and give you guys Woodstock's starting lineup. That was a great pitch. I don't know if you saw that, but that was wonderful. Okay, batting the leadoff tonight for the River Bandits and left field from Radford will be Eli Hudgens. Batting second at second base from Shenandoah University will be Luke Keister. Batting third will be Jordan Evans, and he'll be in center field from Mississippi College. Batting cleanup tonight for the River Bandits from DeSales College, and right field will be JT Andorowski. Batting fifth at shortstop from University of South Carolina, Columbia will be Will Tippett. Batting sixth as the designated hitter from Wayland Baptist University is Christian Toledo. Batting seventh behind the plate from Jacksonville University is Connor Spellman. Batting eighth at first base from Rice University is Barrett Eldridge. And batting ninth for the River Bandits from Cameron University at third base will be Diego Villarreal. So that's your Woodstock starting lineup. On the mound for the Rebels will be Spencer Williams.
Spencer Williams has most definitely been the Rebels' ace so far this summer. 2.42 ERA and 26 innings pitched. Reliable, been taking the mound every time he's asked, going deep in the games, limiting hits. Been special.
Was selected as an all-star as well. Rebels had quite a few all-stars. Matt Murphy, Wyatt Land, Jake Henry Williams was in the home run derby. Who else was there? Spencer Williams. There was, I feel like maybe one more.
Caleb Newcomer.
Caleb Newcomer was an alternate. There we go.
But with Spencer Williams, the strikeout stuff is there. You might see a walk here and there. But if he is on, the swing and miss will be there.
Finally, this game's underway. First pitch high and away to Eli Hudgens. 0-1. So 7:49 is the official start time. It's really not too bad. That pitch is fouled back. 1-1.
For those familiar with 81, I'm sure they understand the backup the umpires had. With there being an accident there.
If you're even somewhat of a local, 81 is not the most pleasant place to drive. It'll be 1-2 now on Eli Hudgens. I will say I'm glad I missed it because I was just riding southbound. So guess it happened shortly after me. That one's hit out into right field. Mike Dobkowski's under it. For a long F9 and out number 1. At the field for the Rebels for you as Luke Keister steps up to the plate. From left to right, Bryce Pax, Jake Henry Williams, Mike Dobkowski, and from third to first, Blaine Waltemeyer, Caleb Newcomer, Jonathan Mallow, and Dan Likas. On the mound is Williams. Behind the plate is John Dobkowski. Here's Luke Keister. First pitch, high and away. Actually gets past the catcher. Butters, the bat boy, going to get the ball. I love Butters. That's what they call him in Woodstock. Called strike. 1-1. I don't know how he earned that name, but I love it. 1 out, nobody on. 1-1 pitch. Called strike.
First strikeout with the breaking ball, second strike with the fastball. You could go with anything here.
Place your bets. Fastball. Oh. What was that?
Looked like a pretty sharp breaking ball. I thought it might have gotten Keister in the foot, but like just a ball.
Yeah. What was it? In the dirt. Yeah, it took kind of a weird hop. So 2-2 pitch to Keister's high. They're going to ask if he went. They're going to say Keister laid off. We'll say, I feel like Keister's playing a dangerous game with these little swings.
Yeah, he wanted that one high
with the
fastball.
wrong umpire.
Very
He's
true.
called out. But lucky for him, he hits that one into center and stays in the air. Lucky for us, F8, Jake Henry Williams out with the catch in center. And that'll bring up Jordan Evans.
Center fielder number 44, Jordan Evans.
As Hannah mentioned, Matt Murphy is not in the field tonight, not in the lineup. Rebels all-star representative getting the day off. Usually you'll see him at first base or DHing. Today it's alternate catcher Dan Likas at first with John Dubkowski behind catch. John's been good defensively.
A 1 pitch inside. It'll be 1-1. Yeah, a lot of this lineup you might recognize from last year. It's looking eerily similar. The only person who's any different is Likas, Pax, and Newcomer. Every other single guy on the field right now did play last year, which I guess is a good thing.
It's
More or
definitely-
less.
It's definitely good to have some returners for the culture. But
Yeah.
It's good for some new diverse blood.
2-1 fastball. It'll be 3-1. Yeah, absolutely. You know, teams like Percival regularly have a lot of returners. So it's nice to be getting a few. 3-1 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. Great pitch there. And a ton of speed out of Spencer Williams. It'll be a full count now on Jordan Evans.
Yeah, Spencer going right after Evans, and he is the guy in this Woodstock lineup. 16 games, 414 batting average.
He'll take that walk, so won't hurt his batting average at all. He'll make his way over to first for a free base. And here's JT Androsky.
JT Androsky.
If you're going to walk anybody in this lineup, Evans probably would be the guy, but Androsky, no slouch in this lineup either. 319 batting average.
Big swing and a miss. The lefty batter as well. A little lefty-lefty matchup. A 1 pitch from Spencer Williams, fastball. Fouled back, it'll quickly be 0-2, so good to see Williams ahead here.
Great to see him ahead. And like you said, with the lefty-lefty advantage for Williams, he could go a number of different ways. High fastball, low and away breaking balls.
Looks like Evans was thinking about going. That pitch will be inside and high. Be 1-2. Evans held up. Not sure how many stolen bases he has. Does he have a lot of speed out there?
He certainly does. 12 stolen bases in just 16 games.
They come in threes. That one's fouled back. Runner went, but Androsky making Spencer Williams work. Williams at 18 pitches. Make that 20. I'm getting the updates.
Well, you were on it. Evans was definitely trying to time up Williams on the mound. Good pitch to go on there, except it was a foul ball.
That ball's hit out. Gently foul.
When I say good pitch to go on, usually talking about off-speed pitches, because it gets to the catcher slower. That split second can be the difference.
Oh yeah, it can be. Especially with a good throw, which we've seen out of John Dubkowski.
Absolutely.
1-2 pitch, runner goes again, and swing and a miss. So JT Androsky goes down swinging for out number 3. Good thing, because I think Evans had that base stolen. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base. Go into the bottom of the first. This game's tied up.
Coming back a little early just to bring you the Rebels lineup. Leading off in center field, Jake Henry Williams. At third base, batting second, Blaine Waltzmeyer. In right field, batting third, Mike Dubkowski. Daniel Shuda batting cleanup as the DH. John Dubkowski, part of that battery, catching, batting fifth. Caleb Newcomer batting sixth at shortstop. Bryce Pax in left field. Dan Likas at first base, and batting ninth, second baseman, Jonathan Mallow. They will be going up against Justin Silverstein, tall right-handed pitcher for Woodstock. Pretty good stats so far this summer. 19 and a third innings, 2.79 ERA, a lot of strikeouts. And we are about to get started here in the bottom of the first.
Justin Silverstein throwing his last few pitches. Well, actually, he's not. He's fiddling around on the mound. But Jake Henry Williams stepping up to the plate.
Arkansas State University.
Feel free to comment where you're watching from, who you're rooting for.
Yeah.
Maybe if you're also watching the MLB All-Star Game.
Split screen, double screen.
Exactly.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
The old March Madness setup.
Justin Silverstein's first pitch is high for a ball on Jake Henry Williams.
Also comment some MLB draft news. If you know any players personally that got drafted, might mention a few Valley League players that got drafted. It was a fun time during this July.
That pitch misses for a ball, so it'll be 2-0 on Jake Henry Williams. Williams is a very productive batter for the Rebels. I wonder how the home run derby went. Anybody know?
I do not think Jake Henry did that, unfortunately.
Fair enough. 3-0.
But it says a lot that he was even
Selected
participant,
after a week, yeah.
showing up very late.
Well, he was probably here a little over a week, but nonetheless, a very short time.
12 games played only.
Yeah, there we go. I was shocked. 3-0 pitch is inside for a ball, so he'll take that leadoff walk out of Justin Silverstein, and here's Blaine Waltemeyer.
Third baseman from Penn State Harrisburg, number 25, Blaine Waltemeyer.
Well, Jake Henry has been everything you could ask for out of a leadoff hitter.
Absolutely.
Rarely strikes out, puts the ball in play hard, gets on base a lot, even now just with walks. See if he tries to test the defense and get a little aggressive.
5 consecutive balls pitched to the Rebels staff. Rebels staff? Rebels lineup. Make that 6. It'll be 2-0 on Blaine Waltemeyer. I think we need to get Brett an energy drink. We're not going to have a scoreboard soon enough. Falling asleep over here. We need something fun to happen. A fight. Right now. Gonna be up here in the booth. Don't worry, everybody. Everybody's safe unless you're up here. 2-0. Just misses a little high. It'll be 3 balls, no strikes.
And these aren't bad misses, but like you're saying, never a good sign when a pitcher is pitching consecutive balls like this in a row, especially to start the game.
Gotta let him settle in. And that one's right down the middle. It'll be 3-1 on Blaine Waltemeyer.
And he gave an emphatic head nod there on the mound after delivering that strike.
Must be a tight strike zone tonight.
Possibly.
Maybe. Because you're right, these definitely aren't missing by much. 3-1 pitch. Misses for ball 4, so 2 consecutive walks.
That was a decent pitch. Like we always mention, not the best vantage point for us up here. Probably was a little low.
From Enterprise State
Not a
Junior
bad
College.
miss by any
Right fielder
means.
number 18, Mike Dobkowski.
And here's Mike Dobkowski with 2 runners on, nobody out in the bottom of the first. One day I'll get what part of the inning we're in. One day.
Mentioned how Silverstein has racked up the strikeouts so far this summer. The walks have been an issue from time to time.
First pitch. Same pitch he landed for a strike in Waltemeyer's at bats. Watching the runners. They're going to try to pick off Jake Henry Williams, and they have him. Nice pickoff there from Silverstein, and nice job applying the tag from Will Tippett. That'll be 1 out here.
You could see the long hold on the mound, and Williams was dancing at second base. Got a little too comfortable.
That pitch misses outside. It'll be 1-1 on Mike Dobkowski. You know what they say?
Oh no, what did they say? I missed that previous pitch. Sorry.
Oh.
Oh, was it a foul straight back?
Wait, no.
Oh.
Wait, I just can't think of anything. That one's a called strike.
Well, you could
I don't know.
say,
They definitely say something about dancing on second.
well, what I say, or what some people say, outs on the bases, those are rally killers. Big
Ooh,
rally killers.
That's what they say. Yep. Thanks, Mikey, for saving us. They're going to ask if the batter went, and they say yes. So that's really interesting. 2 outs now.
I'll bring up the designated here from Kaskaskia Community College, number 36, Daniel Shuda.
And here's Daniel Shuda.
And this first inning, unfortunately, started 2 runners on base, nobody out. After just a couple pitches, 1 runner on, 2 outs.
Called strike on Shuda. Silverstein just needed his time to settle in. That's all. A 1 pitch. Misses low for ball 1.
Chuda also a very new arrival for the Rebels. For 6 to start the season at the plate, but mainly he has been contributing on the mound as a pitcher. I was going to say
It'll
he's
be
been
2-1.
a huge contribution
Oh, okay.
as a pitcher.
I wasn't gonna say anything. Sometimes it's better to just move on and pretend you didn't mess up.
Exactly, yeah.
That's one of my biggest pet peeves. When that pitch is inside 3-1, somebody calls you out for something like that.
Right.
'Cause it's like, you know what I meant, you
Yeah.
know? Especially if it's like public.
hmm
I used to have a situation on the broadcast. Not with Andrew, not with anybody around anymore. But he used to regularly call out my little mistakes. That one's a called strike, full count.
Runner will be on the move. A 3-2 count and 2 outs. So Shuda can shoot this ball into the gaps.
Ooh. So
Hey.
Shuda can shoot a ball into the gaps.
Exactly. I hear that's what he's good at. There it is.
I heard that as well. And we're seeing it here live now. No play at third. Let's throw in though. And might be a play at second. No. So it's going to be a single and an advance on the throw. Waltemeyer's going to end up on third, and Rebels are cooking.
I'll bring up the catcher from Enterprise
So
State
with
Junior College,
Waltemeier
number 13,
On
John
the move, like he
Dobkowski.
said before the pitch, that allowed him to have that great jump to be able to get to third base. And then fantastic heads up base running by Shuda to also get the second base when that throw went to third.
First pitch, called strike. He's kind of calling that outside corner. As long as he's consistent. It's 0-1. Was looking for a nod of approval, and I got one. Umpire likes that right side. And that one's hitting to the gap as well. Rebels are going to get a run in. Going to be an RBI single for John Dobkowski. Scores Blaine Waltemeyer.
Great job identifying the outside corner because Dobkowski knew the pitcher was going to try to go back there. Really extended his hands, extended that barrel, and shot it out to right field. Exactly what you're supposed to do with outside fastballs, outside pitches in general.
Number 11, Caleb Newcomer.
Rebels have an early lead, which is nice to see. 2 outs, runners on corners now for Caleb Newcomer. It's John Dobkowski on first, Daniel Shuda on third. First pitch is inside. Set the field real quick for the River Bandits. From left to right, Eli Hudgens, Jordan Evans, JT Andorowski. And from third to first, Diego Villarreal, Will Tippett, Luke Keister, Barrett Eldridge, Silverstein on the mound, Connor Spellman behind the plate. That pitch called. It'll be 1-1.
And I usually don't like to comment on especially inside and outside pitches because those zones can vary umpires, but you're right, the outside corner is really getting stretched by this Woodstock pitcher.
And you know what? It's working for him.
It is. Silverstein.
I'd keep throwing it if I could. It's 2-1 now.
And he had those control problems to start this inning, back-to-back walks, but since then, really done a good job of filling up the zone.
Wouldn't be shocked to see Dobkowski run potentially. 2-1 misses for a ball. It'll be 3-1. Normally not a runner, but you never know.
Normally not a runner, but with runners on first and third base.
Yeah, may as well be a runner today.
Exactly. Could cause some much-needed chaos.
And that pitch is high, so no need for it. Bases loaded now after Caleb Newcomer takes his free base. And pitching coach going out to talk to Justin Silverstein as Bryce Pax is going to be stepping up to the plate. Phew. Oh, sorry about that. Didn't know we were back on yet. The sigh of I'm sweating. We're back on, bases loaded, 2 outs. Bryce Pax, two-way player. First pitch to him is high for ball 1.
Oh, the art of the two-way player. Got a lot on this team. Testament to the athleticism.
Absolutely. That one's a cold strike. 1-1. One pitch from Silverstein is hit hard down the left field line. Not sure if Hudgens is going to be able to get there. It'll land on top of the pavilion. So it'll be 1-2.
Pax will have to go in 2-strike mode now.
And a swing and a miss. So Pax goes down swinging for out number 3. Rebels get 1 run on 2 hits. There were no errors and 3 runners left on base.
Runners left on base.
Will Tippett, Christian Toledo, and Connor Spellman will bat here in the top of the 2nd. Here's Tippett. David, we're going to need you to catch up to speed. You're going to have to clarify. Oh, first pitch breaking ball misses 1-0. We're going to have you clarify what inning, what out, what batter, and what moment exactly, so that we can buy you a burrito if you're right. It'll be 2-0 now.
Hopefully he's the only one experiencing video delays. If he is not,
Well, he said he's on a video delay, so I'm thinking maybe he's just like watching from the beginning
I see.
and joined a little late. Maybe not though. That ball's hit hard out into left field, out by the 381, and that's off the wall. One of the deepest parts of the ballpark. Actually, it is the deepest part of the ballpark, so a stand-up double was a great piece of hitting there by Will Tippett. So now there's a runner in scoring position for Christian Toledo.
Designated hitter number 21.
Had a bit of a hot bat lately.
That is the well-known deepest part of the ballpark here at Rebel Park, left center field. Tippett second on the team in home runs. A great power stroke there, but unfortunately at that 380 mark.
He could have hit it anywhere else, and it would have been over. Big swing and a miss there on Toledo. Oh, 1 fouled off to the right. It'll be 0-2 now. Will Tippett out on second. Connor Spellman on deck.
Curious to see what Spencer goes with here. Toledo has a good swing, but does have a swing and miss problem.
And there is the swing and a miss. So Christian Toledo goes down swinging for out number 1. And here's Connor Spellman. David says it is on his end, so perfect.
Catcher number 22, Connor Spellman.
And he can't be on that much of a delay if he already responded to the question.
He was just a little late.
Impressive.
Swing and a miss. 0-1. So Spencer Williams really getting these swings.
I think even when Cole Evilsizer was in the rotation, Spencer Williams had the most velocity on his fastball out of all the Rebel pitchers.
Runner goes, pitches inside. Nice throw down by Dobkowski. And the umpire's going to call him safe. I honestly really liked the way that umpire threw his arms back. I don't know, that was just very fun. You can tell that umpire was never a cheerleader. Because cheerleaders are very, yeah.
Linear.
Yeah, you get like told you can't put your arms back a certain way or else it's messy.
Right.
That umpire, he just got a stretch in.
There was a lot of passion, no doubt.
We 2-1 on Connor Spellman. The stolen base for Will Tippett.
It's a bang play at third. Dobkowski had a good throw. You mentioned how he's been a good catcher, limiting base runners.
2-2.
Williams certainly looking for the strikeout here with a runner on third base and 1 out.
And there's a huge breaking ball for out number 2. That's 3 strikeouts on the night. And here's Barrett Eldridge.
I know it is early, but that is the best curveball we have seen tonight. Huge
Yeah.
breaking ball there to get Spellman. Nothing he could do. It looked like a strike for a long time. Might have even ended up a strike at the knees.
First pitch is a ball on Eldridge. Diego Villarreal on deck.
Eldridge is the leader for Woodstock in home runs with 3.
2-1.
Right, big 2-0 swing there. Gonna hit a home run or apply some power in an at-bat. 2-0 is a count to do it on, but good job for Spencer Williams to get the upper hand there.
Called strike. It'll be 2-2.
Another great curveball there, similar to the one that got Spellman swinging and missing for the strikeout.
Two pitch in there for a called strike 3. That was a crazy call by the umpire. A ton of delay. He was building that one up. It was a little dramatic. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. Dan Likas now facing Silverstein. It'll be Likas, Mallow, and leadoff batter Jake Henry Williams. Called strike on Dan Likas, 0-1.
Now, if you were with us at the beginning of the season, a common, I'll say, phrase go over was, it's a short sample size. Take the stats with a grain of salt. And I think that is the case here with Dan Likas, especially.
Oh, I thought you were about to go on a... We've been here for a long time.
Well,
But Likas has not,
exactly,
so
that
to
is the
be fair.
point. Likas, this is his 8th game, I believe. And he has had a lot of lineouts, I will say. Hitting the ball very hard, just right at the fence.
And that ball's hard hit out into right center field. Center fielder's going back, and that is off the wall over the head of Jordan Evans out in center. Stand-up double for Dan Likas. Mikey, he said, shut up about my lineouts. Let me have my moment.
You can see it. It's on full display there. He has a great, powerful swing. It's just been running into some bad luck to start the season, or to start his season this summer.
I can attest, as somebody who doesn't remember things like how many lineouts somebody has, I will say he's had a lot of lineouts. So no outs, runner on second. Shows bunt, pulls back. That's Mallow. Be 1-0. Leading off this inning exactly like the last inning with Will Tippett's leadoff double. Both of them off the wall.
Spencer Williams was able to follow that double up with 3 straight strikeouts. Hopefully the Rebels don't fall into the same fate.
Shows bunt, pulls back again, but a called strike, 1-1.
And even if Likas was in a slump, which I wouldn't really call what he was in a slump, that is a great way to break out of it. A double crushed off the wall, straightaway center field. Love to see it.
Swing and a miss, 1-2. That ball fouled back, 1-2. Sorry for the eerie silence. I will say, when I watch our broadcast back, I occasionally do. Specifically if something funny was said. I'm like, oh, let me hear that. I will say, the silence is so eerie. I don't know if you've ever watched, but it's like, there's nothing if we're not talking.
I like to think it's okay.
More or less, I guess. That one's fouled back, so Mallow doing a good job staying alive, hanging in.
I guess if you're rewatching, you're not really rewatching for the visual aspect. So whenever there is a lapse audibly, it is very prominent. But with this live,
Can't argue with that. Yeah.
us being live, these guys get into deep counts. Analysis has already been said.
That pitch inside. It'll be 2-2. Sometimes when this umpire says ball, I think that he's saying strike. And like that one, I was very thrown off by. Two-two pitch from Silverstein. Low and in the dirt. It'll be a full count now on Mallow. With leadoff batter Jake Henry Williams on deck. I don't think you want Williams with 2 runners on.
Exactly, which is why they're probably going to go right after Mallow here. He's done a great job working the count. Couldn't get the bunt down the start. But as long as he can have a productive out, basically anything other than a strikeout, it'd be nice to see the runner Likas move to third.
And he fouls that one off, so Mallow doing a good job making Silverstein work.
Making him work, and getting very defensive, about as defensive of a two-strike swing as you'll see. Basically took the ball out of the catcher's glove.
41 pitches so far.
In just the second inning, with still nobody out. That is worrisome for Woodstock.
And that ball's popped in the air, foul. Catcher going for it. That's crazy.
Crash landing in the broadcast booth. We've been warned by Andrew that could happen.
There's it.
A foul ball that goes over the netting right behind home plate.
We made it.
Takes a bounce on the concrete and comes right back up through our window.
Wait, that's so cool. The first time in my 5 years.
It's crazy.
Full count now. Took some weird hops, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And Mel is gonna walk. So free base.
Great way to finish that at bat. Comment in the YouTube live if you heard that. That was loud. That had to be picked up.
Wow.
34, Henry Williams.
That foul ball has Hannah all giggly.
Stop.
A little surprised.
That was just crazy.
It was
I
very
was like,
shocking.
wow. I was like, oh, it's probably gonna hit the roof. Oh no, it isn't. It's almost gonna hit me. I think I'm just like about to die. Between me and Brett, we almost got taken out, but
That was the loud noise. Was the baseball, hitting the scoreboard.
I thought it was the baseball hitting the roof.
Wait, it hit the roof, came
Well, it hit
down,
multiple
and
roofs.
hit our table, hit our little scoreboard operation thing on the
And then
table.
bounced up and then came back. Yeah. It's 1-1 on Jake Henry Williams. Swing and a miss, 1-2.
Big swing by Jake Henry. Look to see him shorten up here with 2 strikes now.
David said he heard it, so it was audible. I know it was close enough to my mic that it picked something up. 1-2 pitch, high and away. It'll be 2-2. Rebels with no outs here.
This pitch is a ball. It goes to a full count. Wonder if double steal will be put on.
I wouldn't doubt it with Mallow and Lycus out there. But Williams will go down swinging for out number 1.
Went with the high fastball. Very efficient strikeout pitch for Silverstein so far.
Here's Blaine Waltemeyer walking a run scored tonight. Yeah, Brett needed woken up. Mentioned that earlier. Jonathan Mallow took it personally. Called strike 0-1 on Blaine Waltemeyer. Silverstein settling in again.
Trying to work his way out of this jam, similar to Spencer Williams.
And a pretty good start after getting Jake Henry Williams. It's a pretty important out. 0-1 pitch is high, 1-1. Two balls, one strike.
For those of you that do have that split screen going, the All-Star game has gotten under its way. Paul Skeens started with a 1-2-3 first inning. No surprise there.
2-1 pitch. Will be 3-1. That's high and outside.
Big spot for Waltzmeyer to do some damage here. Hopefully bring in some more insurance runs. Weird to use the term insurance runs this early in the game, but let's just see the Rebels have a lead.
Ball fouled off to the right and nearly took out Morgan Saylor and Jake Henry Williams. We can't lose both of them. We're losing the press box. We're losing our coaches, our players. Ah.
It's Final Destination Baseball Edition.
Y'all are going to have to watch the video yourself. And that pitch is low. Bases will be loaded for the Rebels again, and Mike Dobkowski up to the plate. Dan Likas on third, Jonathan Mallow on second.
Number 18, Mike Domkowski.
Already the 5th walk today from Silverstein. Now the infield, it's going to come in a little bit. Middle infield, second base, and shortstop still working up the middle for the double play.
First pitch to Mike Dobkowski, big swing and a miss. A 1 pitch, high and away, 1-1. Daniel Shuda on deck. On 1 pitch, swung on and missed, off-speed pitch. It'll be 1-2. Still just 1 out.
Makes it ever so important to put this ball in play.
That pitch is low. Can we get a warning first? That pitch just misses. It'll be a full count on Mike Dobkowski. So Dobkowski doing a good job working this count full.
Yeah, the Woodstock batter, he wanted that pitch for a strike. That gives Mike a huge chance for something to hit here.
And that pitch is in the dirt. Silverstein will walk in a run. It's going to be Likas scoring on it. Rebels with a 2-0 lead now. Mallow on his way to third. Waltemeyer over to second. And Dobkowski takes his base. For Daniel Shuda.
Designated hitter number 36.
Shuda with a single and an RBI, I'll say.
And I believe that is going to get the River Bandit bullpen starting to move around.
And we did score a run, Brett. That ball's hit into the gap. Another run's going to come in, maybe 2, and they're sending Waltemeyer, speedy guy out there. It's a 2 RBI single for Daniel Shuda. So he came in clutch there. His 3rd RBI of the night, well, 2nd and 3rd. Scores Mallow and Waltemeyer. Dobkowski now on 2nd. And the coach is going to talk to Silverstein. Yeah. And he'll be coming out of this game. We'll let you know who's coming in as soon as we can. Jackson Lucas in to face John Dobkowski with 1 out. 2 runners on. Both of those are Silverstein's responsibility. Jackson Lucas, a freshman from Troy University. And that ball's laced just foul. That would have been some trouble if it would have been fair, but it'll just be a strike.
Would have been trouble indeed. I thought it was fair. It was a lot closer than the umpire made it seem.
Excuse me. Breaking ball. Dobkowski fouls it back. Dobkowski has a single in this game already. Actually, excuse me. It was John Dobkowski with the RBI in the first.
Right, but both him and Shuda base hits that inning
Yeah.
with 2 outs.
So 2 outs. That pitch misses. It'll be 1-2.
Really good take by John there. That ball was a strike for a long time.
And that ball's popped into shallow right field. Everybody running for it. First baseman has a hold of it. Barrett Eldridge with the catch. And here's Caleb Newcomer.
Around the shortstop from Shippensburg University, number 11, Caleb Newcomer.
Nice to see when the opposing pitching staff brings in a southpaw that your lineup has consecutive righties. So we'll see if Hummer can take advantage of this positive matchup for him.
Runners on first and second. It's Shuda on first, Stobkowski on second. Called strike 0-1.
Really good curveball there, especially since he's able to land it for a strike. Seen that success out of Spencer Williams. How it can be very effective.
So quickly 0-2 on Newcomer. O2 fouled back.
Hummer buys himself another pitch. Looked like a fastball there. Wonder if Lucas will try to locate another great curveball here. Or if he'll go right back to the high fastball.
A swing and a miss. So Jackson Lucas is able to get out of that little jam. Rebels get 3 runs on 2 hits. No errors, 2 runners left on base. In the bottom of the second, Rebels have a 4-0 lead. Diego Villarreal takes a strike from Spencer Williams. We have Mikey back. Yay. I was panicking pressing buttons. Cold strike. It's quickly 0-2 on Diego Villarreal.
I am back to bring an All-Star game update for those interested. The National League was able to score 2 runs off a scuba in the first.
And a swing and a miss, so a 3-pitch strikeout for out number 1. 4 consecutive strikeouts, 5 on the night. There's Eli Hudgens. Luke Keister waiting on deck.
Fielder number 30, Eli Hudgens.
One zero. That ball's fouled back, 1-1. Huh. 1-1 on Eli Hudgens.
Keister have been very
Or 1-2.
productive. 302 batting average so far this summer.
Oh, this is Hudgens.
No, I believe it's Keister, right? Or oh, it is Hudgens.
Keister's on
My
deck.
fault.
It's 2-2.
Well, Hudgens knows all about productivity at the plate, just like Keister. Bit of a shorter sample size, but also a batting average above 300. That
Yeah.
on-base percentage is not fine.
Hits him. Hudgens making his way over to first.
Second baseman number 1.
And here's Luke Keister. As you mentioned, a productive bat. That ball's fouled back. 0-1 on Luke Keister.
Keister is a scrappy contact hitter, which is why you'll find him at the top of the lineup. Really good two-hitter with some good speed and athleticism as well. But not a ton of power, so hopefully Williams can get a ground ball out of him. Hopefully turn 2.
Swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2 on Keister. And a called strike 3. Keister knew it. Making his way down to back to the dugout, actually. Here's Jordan Evans.
Center fielder number 44, Jordan Evans.
Keister has limited his strikeouts so far this summer. Rare to see him go down with a K. But if anyone's going to pick him up, it's Evans.
And that ball is hit over to third. Waltemeyer has a hold of it. Nice throw. Would have been a strike. And 5-3 for out number 3.
Over the top of the third.
Bryce Pax, Dan Likas, and Jonathan Mallow, bottom of the order for the Rebels, will bat here in the bottom of the third. It'll be 0-1 on Pax.
Pax, another guy for the Rebels that has been producing and filling in on the mound.
Swing and a miss, 0-2.
On the mound as well as at the plate.
Breaking ball outside, it'll be 1-2.
Really big breaking ball there. Typical pitch you'll see with an 0-2 count.
That pitch is high, it'll be 2-2.
It's great to tunnel well with that high fastball. That breaking ball starting up. So Lucas can layer that fastball right behind it just as high. Add some deception.
We're going to ask if he wins. They say no. Interesting call and a big break there for Bryce Pax. It'll be a full count.
Well, I thought it was a 50-50. Could go either way, whether it was a swing or not. Woodstock battery definitely thought he swung. Their best sell job.
Ball's fouled back.
That curveball is really working for Lucas, especially in this lefty-lefty matchup. Repeatedly going to it, trying to induce a swing and miss.
And that ball misses for ball 4, so Bryce Pax will take his free base. First time he's been on base tonight.
From the University of Rhode Island, first baseman number 32, Dan Likas.
Brings up Dan Likas, who had that big leadoff double to start the second inning last.
Ball hit foul. 0-1 on Likas. But I just went into light panic mode when they said that the season was almost over.
Why is that?
Just the end of an era, you know? But that's not necessarily true.
For our Rebel viewers that have been with us a while,
Inside.
Anna is going into her senior year at Clemson.
Ah,
I'm sure it feels very surreal.
crazy. I started this when I was going into my senior year of high school. It's been 5 seasons with the Rebels. Might be back for a 6th, depending if I get a job straight out of college. Not holding my breath or anything. 2-1. But so I would imagine I'm going to be extremely sad our last home game. But we still have one on the 22nd, on the 21st, and the 19th, so I'm not sad yet. Let's get this over with. Throw back. They're going to call Bryce Pax safe.
Last game is currently scheduled for the 22nd. Then it is Valley League playoffs after that.
That ball's hit out over to shortstop. They're going to try to turn the double play. 6-4-3. Great play there to get 2 outs. That was Tippett to Keister to Eldridge. And here's Jonathan Mallow.
From Potomac State College, second baseman number 12, Jonathan Mallow.
Anna, were you able to catch any of the home run derby last night?
I did not. I was a busy gal.
Busy.
Who won? I didn't even see.
It was Kyle Riley. Raleigh. Sorry, I have trouble saying his last name sometimes. Catcher out of Seattle with the popular nickname Big Dumper.
I did see that, actually, yeah. I saw Pat McAfee announce him. 1-0.
Dad was pitching to him. Brother was catching.
Cute.
Very cool setup.
It's 2-0 now.
Serving winner. Power output he has shown in the first half of the season.
2-0 pitch is outside. It'll be 3 balls, no strikes on Jonathan Mallow. Random fact, my professor went to college with Pat McAfee.
Really?
Yeah, and he said they weren't really friends. They were in the same major, but he was always that way. It's not just an act.
Right.
He was always like that before he was famous. So 3-1. I feel like that's a little relieving to hear because sometimes everything's a little played up. But he said he's been like that since they were 18. 3-1 swung on and missed. It'll be a full count. Full count pitch from Jackson Lucas. Misses outside. Mallow will take a free base. Second walk in the inning issued. And here's Jake Henry Williams. 0 for 1 tonight.
Second walk of the inning, 8th walk of the night so far. We are only in the third inning.
We've been playing for an hour and 13 minutes.
Henry Williams.
That's what walks will do to you.
But called strike 0-1 on Jake Henry Williams, who's batted in each inning so far.
Already Rebels' third time through the lineup. Spencer Williams has had a lot of time to sit on the bench in between innings.
That pitch kind of in no man's land, but right fielder JT Andorowski has a hold of it. 4 out, number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 runner left on base. In the bottom of the third, Rebels still have a 4-0 lead going into the top of the 4th. First pitch fouled back. It's JT Andorowski up the plate. Spencer Williams still out on the mound. Will Tippett will bat as well, and Christian Toledo. And that ball's fouled back 0-2.
The All-Star game is currently in the top of the third inning. The league still holding on to that 2-0 lead.
0-2 pitch just misses. And that ball's hit gently over to first baseman. And they're going to call him safe. A lot of speed out there by Androsky. Going to be an infield single.
Williams looked like he got a good jump moving over to first, but like you said, good speed by JT, able to beat Spencer there.
Shortstop for 12, Will Tippett.
And here's Will Tippett, the runner on first. Yeah, that was kind of crazy. I was thinking I missed somebody playing something wrong, but no, absolutely nothing was done wrong on that play.
Right, Lycus did the right thing moving over to that ground ball.
No outs, a runner on for the River Bandits. That pitch outside for a ball. Tippett with that hard hit double to lead off the second. Called strike. Throw down. A nice attempt there by John Dobkowski, but it's 1-1 on Tippett. Androsky was safe. Throw back.
And I know our cameras didn't pick it up, but Williams checking on the runner at first base. The throw is a little bit less under control than his pitches. Lycus doing a good job of bodying up the throws at first base. That catcher athleticism coming through.
Called strike 1-2. And that pitch swung on and missed. So Tippett goes down swinging for out number 1. And here's Christian Toledo stepping up to the plate with a runner on, 1 out.
And a great job defensively by Dobkowski behind the plate to keep that pitch in front of him, keep the runner at first base, allowing Spencer Williams to keep striking his way out of jams.
Williams been very effective for 3 1/3. Throw down, and they're going to get Androsky caught up in a pickle. And that was awesome. So a caught stealing out. Throw down beat Androsky. Then he tried to turn around, but throw down to Lycus. Great play there to get 2 outs.
Great play, and you said the throw beat him. I think the only reason the throw actually beat him was because he put on the brakes. Right before second base, he stopped himself. It looked like as the throw was arriving, it would have been a close play, no doubt. He had kept running and slid into second base immediately. But he put on the brakes, tried to get into a rundown. The Rebels defense comes away with an out on the bases.
Called strike on Toledo. It's 1-2. That pitch high and away. Count evens up 2-2 on Christian Toledo. 2 outs, nobody on base.
And I love seeing the great defense on display from Dobkowski at catcher, Lycus at first.
In a swing and a miss. So Toledo goes down swinging for out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left on base in the top of the 4th. I also love that, Mikey. I just wanted to acknowledge.
Thank you.
All right, Camp, curious.
First pitch to Lane Waltmeyer. Sorry, the hesitation was real. I wanted to make sure that it was him. A ball. So 1-0, Mike Dobkowski, Daniel Shuda will also bat here in the bottom of the fourth. Called strike, 1-1. Jackson Lucas has been looking pretty decent for the River Bandits. Came in a tough situation. Fouls that one off, 1-2. Final line for Silverstein, 1 1/3 innings pitched. 4 hits, 4 runs, all of those were earned. 6 walks and 3 strikeouts. 1-2 pitch, hit foul, so Waltmeyer's staying alive. One thing Waltmeyer's gonna do is give you a good at-bat.
Absolutely. That is his veteran nature.
He has some lightning off in the distance. I'm hoping it's heat lightning and not real lightning.
I would assume so.
I should probably whisper it so the umpires don't hear me. And a swing and a miss.
Been even more impressive for Lucas when you consider, like you said, the fact that he came into the middle of an inning with inherited runners that Silverstein put on. And not only that he was able to get out of that jam when they runs, but the fact that he's been able to continue starting innings on the mound for Woodstock, putting up zeros for them.
That pitch was a ball to Mike Dobkowski.
Feel free to join our star commenter, David, in the chat.
That one's fouled off to the right, 1-1.
Either with some Woodstock talk, Newmarket talk, River Bandits or Rebels, or MLB All-Star Game talk. I know our own Andrew Kipps is hoping for some Cubs to show out, PCA and Kyle Tucker.
So 2-1 now on Mike Dobkowski, I believe.
Maybe comment a standout performance you think will happen in the All-Star Game. Maybe try and predict the player of the game.
And that ball's hit hard out into right field. JT Andorowski under it for the second out. And here's Daniel Shuda. 2 for 2 tonight with 2 singles.
That is the designated.
It has looked very comfortable at the plate so far today.
Daniel Shuda.
His stats haven't been too great to start the summer. Like we mentioned, late arrival, getting his feet set under him.
Hold strike on Shuda. That'll be a ball, 1-1.
Just to clarify, actually, when I say Shuda had to get his feet set under him, I more mean as a pitcher. Limited sample, only 6 at-bats, but he's 6 to start the summer coming into today. So now 5 for 8.
2 balls, 1 strike. And that ball's hit over to third. Diego Villarreal makes the throw over. Nice throw, 5-3. 3 up, 3 down for Jackson Lucas and the River Bandits. Going into the top of the 5th, Rebels still lead 4-0.
No runs on no
That ball hit foul. It's Connor Spellman at the plate. A 1. Bottom of the order will bat for the River Bandits in the top of the 5th. Connor Spellman, Barrett Eldridge, and Diego Villarreal. And that one's hit over to shortstop, kind of gentle. Throw over is good. That's newcomer with the 6-3 putout.
With all the strikeouts Williams
I
has
know.
been racking up, rare to see a defensive play.
I was gonna say, I don't think I've seen a single one tonight, but Waltemeyer made one earlier. Everything's been a flyout or a strikeout beside those 2 outs.
Exactly. I think Spencer just wanted to give newcomer some action. Saw maybe he was getting a little stiff.
Yeah, keep him awake. 1-0 on Eldridge. 8 strikeouts so far. That one's fouled off over to the right. It'll be 1-1.
Are not lying when Spencer Williams say that he has been our ace so far this summer. Great start after great start.
That one's fouled. 1-2.
2 start to go. We're in Harrisonburg. The Turks are no joke this summer. They have a great squad over there. Spencer Williams went, I believe, 6 innings pitched, 10 punch-outs. No walks.
No walks.
Very impressive, and I think that defines him very well, as does this start tonight. As Superman would say, you are defined by your actions.
Start the tally. 1. 2-2 now on Barrett Eldridge.
Everyone in the booth unanimously takes a shot, as I mentioned, Superman for the first time.
Don't worry, we all are 21. That one just misses. It'll be a full count. Well, what we drinking first?
Playful shots, of course, just a fun joke,
That one's fouled back.
because I warned Hannah and our entire booth that it was going to be a struggle not to talk about Superman.
Honestly, I forgot, so I'm impressed with you.
Thank you. I'll take it. 4 innings in.
Thanks, Greg, for the comment. And that ball will miss. That'll be ball 4. Barrett Eldridge will get on base for the first time tonight. 0-1.
That curveball looked really good, but it's hard to call those, especially when it's debating on if it's too up in the zone or not.
And there's Diego Villarreal. Villarreal. Swing and a miss. 0-1. So unfortunately, Mikey and I only know about baseball.
Knowledge is a little limited in that subject. Sorry, Greg.
SOS, don't ask again. 0-1 pitch. High and away. It'll be 1-1.
Do you have any questions about the new pitching philosophy they've incorporated in Boston?
What is it?
Let's not start that now, actually. I
Why?
just wanted to playfully throw that in there.
Called strike. 1-2. Wait. No, I need you to tell me.
Well, it is
A
interesting.
10-game win streak.
And I think Spencer
on.
Williams would fit in well there. Got a great pitch repertoire.
2-2.
Red Sox are on a big win streak.
10.
That is very exciting. Our Yankee fan in the booth is not very excited about it.
I wouldn't be either if I were Brad. And a called strike 3. Make that 9 strikeouts on the night. And here's Eli Hudgens now up for the 3rd time.
Backwards K that time for Spencer, getting a lot of River Bandits swinging and missing tonight. Change of pace there for a strikeout looking. And we definitely got some heat lightning there.
Guys, are we sure that was heat lightning? That one's fouled off to the right. 0-1. Heat lightning looks pretty. That felt real.
There was a little bit of rain on the forecast at some point today, around 7 or 8 o'clock.
Brett and I were just looking at the forecast. It's staying over in Luray. Keep it over there, Wranglers. 0-1. Pitch in the dirt. Gets away. Well, it didn't even get away from Dobkowski. It did, but not much he can do about it. Wild pitch advances Barrett Eldridge.
Definitely not much he could do there at all. Hopefully it doesn't matter too much in the end, as Williams will focus on the hitter here. Bouts.
Hudgens has not struck out tonight. Not that he's normally a strikeout hitter, but 1-2.
It's got another comment from Greg. Boston is scared to bring the heat against the big dogs. Say that to Aroldis Chapman's face.
And that ball is hard hit out into right. Drops down for a base hit. And they're going to send the runner. He's going to potentially be caught up. Nice throw over to third. There was that catcher's arm by Dan Likas. But that could have been some trouble. But a single for Eli Hudgens puts Eldridge on third.
There is a lot to go over on this play. Look at the bat the umpire is carrying here. That looks like a whole bat, right? Wrong. That is the broken bat. It was broken right at the handle. On the
Admittedly,
swing.
didn't notice that. I was too focused on the runner at third. That's the thing with baseball. Sometimes it's all a lot of drama out there. More or less, baseball drama. Here's Keister, pitch in the dirt.
And it was a good job by Eldridge to put on the brakes over at third base. He was almost halfway to the plate, though. I think if Likas doesn't hesitate there and gets rid of it right away, Rebels have the third out on the bases.
But I will say I see Likas' vision. It's 1-1 now in Keister. Trying to keep the runner on first, I guess.
Keep the runner on first, and I think he was a little timid. That
Yeah.
if he threw to third right away,
Then a run would score.
exactly, the runner would just break the home.
Yeah. And that ball's hard hit. It'll stay in, and Jake Henry Williams is there for out number 3. Can't lie, I got a little nervous. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 runners left on base in the bottom of the 5th. Dobkowski hits one foul. It's Dobkowski at the plate. Not sure what was caught of me saying that. But it'll be 0-1 on Dobkowski. Newcomer and Pax will bat in the bottom of the 5th. Lightning getting closer. Oh, not to freak anybody out.
Lucas once again back out on the mound for the River Bandits. Impressive showing so far out of the pen.
Breaking ball, 1-1.
Really good take there by John Dobkowski. Curveball that was a strike for a long time, and he was able to hold his hands just far back enough.
No outs, nobody on base here in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch called strike, 1-2 on John Dobkowski.
It's a tough look for Dobkowski to see one curveball miss low, have that be a good take, and then for Lucas to dot alone inside curveball right there.
And that pitch is inside. Count will even up at 2 apiece. Guys, I just must say, wear your bug spray. I have 55 bug bites right now, and I can't stop. That ball's hit out into right field. Carries quite a bit, but JT Andorowski under it for the out. So 1 out, nobody on for Caleb Newcomer.
For 11, Newcomer.
Trust me, this suffering is not fun. I always thought chickenpox wouldn't be bad. I've never had chickenpox. But now I'm thinking maybe it would be the worst thing ever. 1-0.
Do you still do the technique of stabbing an X on your bug bites with your nail?
I've been considering it. No nails, but I have Aquaphor. Okay, they're telling me to do it, so looks like 55 X's are about to be all over my body.
For all the kids watching, do not itch your bug bites. Makes it only worse.
1-2. Everybody's shook that I had all the time. I can't help it that we were in an umpire delay. Two balls, 2 strikes. Wait, so this actually works? And a swing and a miss. The Newcomer goes down swinging for out number 2. Here's Bryce Pax.
From Eastern Florida State College, left fielder number 28, Bryce Pax.
Bryce Pax coming up now, and Jackson Lucas has really continued to stay in his groove this inning.
So 1-0. Two balls, no strikes.
Down 2-0 here, but even those 2 misses on the outside part of the plate, just missing. No egregious placement there.
Called strike there, 2-1 on Bryce Pax. Pax with a great at-bat this previous plate appearance. I guess Pax with a great plate appearance. His last plate appearance. Called strike. It'll be 2-2 on Pax.
And that is just a tough lefty-lefty curveball to do anything with. Probably see it here again.
And a swing and a miss. 3 up, 3 down once again for Jackson Lucas and the River Bandits. Rebels lead 4-0 going in the 6th.
No runners left on.
Jordan Evans, JT Andorowski, and Will Tippett set the lead off the top of the 6th. New pitcher in. DH, dead. Long gone. Daniel Shuda in to pitch. 1-0 on Jordan Evans.
For those not too privy on the complicated baseball rules, when the DH comes into pitch, like Shuda is now, mentioned how he's a two-way player, just like Bryce Pax and Blaine Waltemeyer. When the DH comes in the pitch, they remain in the lineup as a DH, but then when you put a different pitcher in following Shuda, that pitcher will also fill in as the DH in the lineup.
I want to see somebody hit who doesn't hit. I mean, my prediction, realistically, 2-1, by the way, now on Jordan Evans. Realistically, I'm thinking it's going to be Waltemeyer. Not sure if Matt Murphy's around, but if he is, he'll probably come in, you know, little moment, but I'd like to see some action. I'd like to see some, oh, Pax exists. Well, there's a lot of options.
Pax is a legitimate hitter, though.
Yeah,
We saw on the road recently,
I'd like to see a bad one, though.
we saw Noah Avey pitch an inning
Uh-huh.
on the mound recently.
Okay.
That was very fun.
3-1 is high for ball 4. So Daniel Shuda walks his first batter. See, I would just love to see a non-hitting pitcher pitch. I mean, hit. Because, I mean, we've seen, at least. You know, we've had AV moments. Waltemeyer, not a two-way player, but may as well be. You know, stuff like that. I would love to see, like, Andrew Lynch. Let's see what he's got out there. You know? Well, we basically only have two-way players available. That ball's fouled off to the right. And behind the dugout.
And even when there is a shortage of players, it's on the pitching side. So rare to have a pitcher fill in at the plate as a hitter. But Shuda, very productive at the plate. I know he has a runner on the start, but hopefully just as productive on the mound.
Bunt, very nice bunt for Andorowski. And throw goes kind of wild. Andorowski, oh my gosh, wow, that's so impressive. Okay, let's absorb that. That was a single for JT Andorowski that put Evans on second. He makes his way to third on an E what?
E5.
E5.
Unsure if that's going to be a single to start. It was a really good bunt. May have beaten it out, but Waltemeyer got to it quickly. And then the throwing error certainly allowed him to get to second base. So there was an error no matter what.
We're going to see what Greg calls it. Nonetheless, River Bandits get a run on the board.
So we are going to go with that being a single. Error is runner to second base, and the error is what scored the run.
I'm going to say justice for JT Andorowski. He has a lot of speed out there.
It was a real perfect.
That pitch, high and away. It's 1-0 on Christian Toledo. Nonetheless, River Bandits score a run. And this is actually Will Tippett. I apologize. Getting my scorebook all messed up. So runner on second's Andorowski. This is Tippett. Tippett pops it up. Shuda calling for it, and he has it for the P1 and out number 1. And here's Christian Toledo.
Usually you don't like to see the pitcher have to take control on infield flies, but that one was right in front of the mound. He called it and got there, camped under it very quickly. Shuda also being a two-way player, very athletic, as we've mentioned. Great to see that, though. First out without moving the runner to third.
First pitch to Toledo is outside for a ball. Toledo 0 for 2 tonight with 2 strikeouts.
It would be huge for Shuda to get out of this inning, only allowing that one run.
Absolutely. That pitch inside.
It was a tall task putting in Shuda to face the middle of the lineup, leaving Spencer Williams, who had a great start.
5 innings pitched, 3 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts. I was ready. 2-0 pitch to Toledo is popped in the air. Shallow center. Looks like shortstop and center field are all going for it. Again, luckily Jake Henry Williams out there for the F8 and out number 2. And now here's Connor Spellman, also 0 for 2 tonight.
Kids, that is why on fly balls and shallow outfield, the outfielders always have the priority. It looked like a newcomer might have had to make the catch on that one. It would have been a struggle for him, having to do so behind his back. But Jake Henry Williams was able to crash in. Ball stayed up in the air long enough for him to make the catch.
That pitch misses for a ball, 1-0 on Spellman. And that ball's hit hard, foul, 1-1. One runner goes. That ball popped over to second base. Mallow's calling a hold, calling for it, and he has a hold of it. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, 1 runner left on base in the top of the 6th. Rebels still have a 4-1 lead.
From the University of Rhode Island. First baseman number 32.
Lycus. Up to the plate, facing a new pitcher, it's Cameron Lynch. Not to be confused with Andrew Lynch, who goes to West Virginia Tech as well. 1-0 on Dan Likas. So a great game for Jackson Lucas. And that ball is hit to shallow left field, drops down for a base hit. Two for three tonight so far, a single and a double.
That'll bring up the second
Run
baseman
scored.
from Potomac State College. Number 12, Jonathan Mallow.
And here's Jonathan Mallow.
That's just how baseball goes sometimes. Mentioned how Likas has been getting very unlucky with lots of lineouts. Today, he deserved that double in his first plate appearance, but they're a little lucky with that blooper base hit.
One 0. Called strike, 1-1 now on Jonathan Mallow. Jake Henry Williams on deck for the Rebels.
Technically Mallow's first at-bat of the night, with the first two plate appearances being walks.
That ball's fouled back, 1-2 now.
Quick All-Star game update. National League is still winning, only 2-0, entering the bottom of the 5th inning.
Throwback. Likas in safely. 1-2 count will hold up on Mallow. That pitch misses outside. Little break moment.
Not expecting Likas to be on the move here on the base paths, but got a healthy lead.
Got to keep you on your toes. I think I say that every broadcast at least once. Called strike 3, kind of a late call. Mallow goes down for out number 1. Here's Jake Henry Williams.
From Arkansas State
Lynch
University.
went with the backdoor curveball there, backdoor breaking ball, curveball or slider, not sure what it was. Hard to really pull the trigger on those as a hitter once that starts so far out of the zone and just catch the corner coming back.
First pitch is a ball to Jake Henry Williams. One 0 pitch, high and inside, 2 balls, no strikes, and it's really cooling off here at the ballpark. Brett, let's get a radar update. Please. The logo is red, so that's not good news. Well, maybe it's good news. We don't know what that means. 2-1 now. And that ball misses, 3-1.
Williams has been taking some big swings tonight. Look for him to take one here with a 3-1 count.
Three 3-1 pitch. Called strike on that outside corner. It'll be a full count.
Really well executed low and outside fastball. Umpire with a Strike 3 call on a strike 2 pitch. Always a funny quirk you see every now and then. Now it's 3-2.
Ball's popped up foul.
Lycus was on the move, stealing second base. Really like that move. Even though there's not 2 outs, so it's not an automatic steal. There only being 1 out. Could take away the double play if Williams puts it in play on the ground.
Throwback, runner back in safely. It's Lycus on first. And next pitch, swung on and missed. Gets Jake Henry Williams swinging for out number 2. It's Blaine Waltemeyer. 0 for 1 tonight, 2 walks, 2 runs scored.
Blaine Waltemeyer.
The broadcast is eerily on time. I'm watching it. It's like a second behind at most, which is a good thing, I guess, but I kind of like the delay because in another life, we could edit out if we said something wrong or, you know.
In another life.
In another life. Not in this one. Actually, I guess I don't mind when it's super delayed.
We've got some new and improved Wi-Fi here.
Do we? We really? It's 2-0, by the way, on Waltemeyer.
We have a new and improved adapter.
Okay.
If that counts.
Mm-hmm.
Not the Wi-Fi itself.
Timberville Walmart? 2-0 pitch. In there for a strike. Great looking pitch there from Cameron Lynch.
Waltemeyer hitless so far today, but has those 2 walks in his first 2 plate appearances.
That one misses just a little bit. 3-1.
Looked pretty good from here. Nevertheless, puts Waltemeyer in a comfortable hitter's count.
And there's a walk. So runners on first and second.
But with Waltemeyer being the veteran he is and the clutch hitter he's been lately, probably wanted to see him come away with a clutch 2-out hit there, but that last pitch was pretty uncompetitive, so it'll have to be Dubkowski coming up clutch for the Rebels lineup. Newmarket's still leading 4-1. The 3-run lead is not so comfortable this summer.
Two outs, 2 runners on. First pitch in the dirt. Connor Spellman doing a great job keeping that one in front of him.
Greg, I see your super secret comment on YouTube that no one else can see but me, that you totally typed and put in there, that you think Brendan Donovan is going to be the MVP player of the game for today's MLB All-Star game. He is due up next inning.
1-0 pitch is high. It'll be 2 balls, no strikes on Mike Dobkowski.
The Newmarket Rebel alum, Donovan, is up next inning for the National League side. NL still has a 2-0 lead.
And coach going out to talk to Cameron Lynch on this 2-0 count.
National League still holding on to that 2-run lead thanks to that first inning. Tarek Skubal Definitely the front runner for American League Cy Young so far. Showing a little kryptonite in his game. 2 base hits from Otani and Acuna, and then I believe it was a 2-run RBI double from Ketel Marte to bring in those runs.
That was like the longest 10 seconds of my life. That ball's fouled back 2-1. Are they saying Mike? That's so silly. Oh. Oh, yeah. It sounds like Mike, which is funny because he's up to bat. 2-1 pitch to Mike Dubkowski. There for a strike, 2-2. So Dubkowski gonna have to defend. Battle.
And I think he would be lucky to get another pitch like that one here in this situation.
Whew. Full count. Making me nervous with the umpire strike zone tonight.
Close take for sure. Lynch definitely wanted it on the mound, showing a lot of frustration.
Full count, 2 runners on. And Dobkowski swings at an inside pitch. For out number 3. No runs. 2 hits, no errors, 2 runners left on base. Or 1 run hit, sorry. Well, nonetheless, 4-1 lead for the Rebels.
2 runners left on base.
Coming back a bit early to bring you some scores around the Valley League. Mentioned how Spencer Williams had that great start 2 starts ago against the Harrisonburg Turks. Mentioned how that lineup is no joke. That lineup is no joke indeed, certainly tonight. Putting up 20 runs against Front Royal. They have the current lead 20-2. Waynesboro and Culpeper set at 0-0 currently. Covington has the lead over Strasburg 3-1. Percival 5-1 lead over Stan. And Winchester and Newmarket, that's our tomorrow's game that's postponed to July 22nd. Sorry, I saw that there on the screen and just read it.
It's okay. 0-1 on Barrett Eldridge. So swing and a miss, 0-2. Still Shuda. Yeah, I believe that game was set to be played night originally. And then
Tomorrow,
oh, I
right?
thought it was tonight. I don't know. Winchester was supposed to be here tonight, but then everything ended up getting moved around.
Right. It is the Charlottesville matchup
Yeah.
that was tomorrow that got postponed
That got
as well.
postponed. And the game that was supposed to be Winchester called strike 3. This umpire's really silly with his strikeout calls. He leaves me hanging on the edge every time. I'm like, wow. That Winchester game is postponed to July 22nd. So, lots of little
Pinch
moments.
hitter from University of Southern Indiana, number 4, Hunter Miller.
Vital inning here for Shuda. Second inning of work.
Hunter Miller.
And a big responsibility for him. And to put up another 0 on the mound for this Rebels lead. And we have a pinch hitter into the game.
Miller in for Villarreal. So 1-1 on Miller.
Hunter Miller, senior from University of Southern Indiana. Usually you see Miller in the starting lineup for the River Bandits.
Little night off moment for him.
Night off, but not getting the full night off. Down 3 runs, looking for a spark in the lineup.
Gotta do what you gotta do. It'll be 2-2 on Miller.
Rebel alum Brendan Donovan, base hit in his first at-bat in the All-Star game. As this at-bat goes to a 3-2 count. And after that base hit, Hannah, Pete Alonso, 3-run home run. National League
yeah, he
takes
did.
a 5-0 lead.
Payoff pitch inside. So Miller will get on base for Eli Hudgens, leadoff batter.
A cool aspect of the coaching decision to leave Shuda out there for a second inning on the mound is the fact that Shuda is leading off the bottom of the 7th at the plate for the Rebels lineup. Mentioned before. Oh,
And that ball's hit into right field. Line drive straight to Mike Dobkowski for out number 2.
mentioned before how replacing Shuda on the mound would kill the DH and replace the DH. So with Shuda leading off at the plate next inning, looking to have him have another successful inning on the mound and not have to deal with that dilemma in the lineup.
That pitch outside to Keister, who's 0 for 3 tonight. So 1-0 in the dirt, 2 balls, no strikes.
Dobkowski continues to keep up the effort behind home plate. Great job of blocking for these Rebels pitchers, especially with runners on base.
That pitch is outside, fake throwdown from Dobkowski. Be 3-0 on Luke Keister.
You said with Keister being 0 for 3 so far today, and Evans on deck, this is the guy you want to beat. This is the guy you want to go after.
3-0 pitch is high for ball 4, so Keister will get on base via the walk. Miller making his way down to second, and pitching coach going out to talk to Daniel Shuda. Question: what are our opinions on the word via?
Via?
Like I was like, Luke Keister got on base via the wall.
I think personally I use via a lot. I think it's pretty good.
Thank you. I would say so too, but I got flamed when I brought it up. I told my friends, I said, I'm on the way to your house via 81. And then they were like, via whoever says that. And that's honestly been on my mind.
Really?
Via's a great one.
Maybe it was just in the directional context, the transportation context. I've never really used it, in a traveling sense. I'm getting to point A from point A to point
Via
B
airplane.
via. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever used it in that context. It doesn't not
Oh,
make sense.
okay.
It makes sense.
Grammatically correct.
Right.
Who in here has been an English major? Oh, just me. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't know. 0-1. It was just before. Sports com's a closed major. So I had to marinate there for a little bit.
I wanted to wait for the Odyssey movie to come out before I read the book, so couldn't major in English.
0-1 is inside. 1-1. Fortunately, against my will, I was forced to read the Odyssey in high school, so.
No, I had this chat just the other day. I didn't have to read the Odyssey in high school,
Really?
and I'm jealous.
Swing and a miss. I don't think you should be.
I've heard it's a great read. I think I will go around to read it. Come around to it.
Personally, it was just a little too much for my little brain. Thanks, David. I appreciate the consent. And 1-2 is a called strike 3. The new audios are crazy. No runs, no hits, no errors, 2 runners left on base in the top of the 7th. We'll go into the bottom. Rebels with a 4-1 lead. If you're going through.
Daniel Shuda leading us off here in the bottom of the 7th inning, going from throwing nasty curveballs for strikeouts looking on the mound to hopefully producing at the plate, and he will be facing Ryan
Cowell.
Sorry, new pitcher for Woodstock on the mound.
Daniel Shuda.
First pitch to Shuda's high for a ball. John Dobkowski and Caleb Newcomer will also bat.
I believe Shuda's day as a pitcher is going to be done after this at bat.
Fouled back. aggressively. 1-1. Yeah, looks like somebody's getting warm.
I think we have a dual action working in the bullpen. Two pitchers warming up at the same time.
Supposedly 25. Oh, that's Blaine. That would make sense to me.
That is who we suspected, as Blaine Waltemeyer is another two-way player. So killing the DH would not really be an issue there.
Called strike 1 and 2. You know. And 34. Gonna have to look at a roster for that one. I'm kind of bad this year. And it's Jake Henry Williams.
Wow. This would be
2-2.
This would be his first appearance as a pitcher, I believe, this summer.
So I'm betting they'll put Waltemeyer in for 1 or 2 innings. Jake to close it. There's only 2 innings left. They each get 1.
So hopefully Waltemeyer can get 6 outs, but assuming Jake Henry Williams is there as an emergency or plan B.
I think they're going to give him his chance nonetheless. Shuda hits that one, and it drops down for a base hit. Have a night, Daniel Shuda. 3 for 4 on the mound. Well, I'm just assuming he's not going to bat again, but nonetheless, we can just brag about him even more. 2 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 run, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts.
Number 13, Domkowski.
Give them both ace of the night.
And we might have to have somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the run that Daniel Shuda gave up in the top of the 6th inning is an unearned run because of the error that inning for Waltemeyer at third.
I'm reading off a point streak, so have that conversation with Greg.
I will. I like conversing with Greg.
1-0 on John Dobkowski. And that ball's hit up the middle. 2 consecutive hits. Big lead there for Shuda. Oh my gosh, he has me sweating. It's okay, everything's fine. Nobody worry, that's just a single. It's just a single. Had me a little concerned, had a big lead there. Off of second, Keister was covering.
From Shippensburg University.
We have seen this situation before with 2 runners on base and nobody out. The Rebels have an out happen on the bases. So Shuda and Dobkowski should be extra careful here.
Yes.
Corner infield is creeping in.
Bunt pulls back. Caleb Newcomer, 1-0.
So you'll see, with runners at first and second base and nobody out, the middle infielders, the shortstop and the second baseman, are going to remain about even with the bag. So if the ball comes to them, they can spin a double play up the middle. But the corner infielders, they're crashing, and they're the ones that are going to try to field the bunt if Newcomer gets it down.
Goes bunt, pulls it back, called strike 1-1. Sometimes you just get into a rhythm. I could make a song. Pulls it back, 1-1. There was a vision. The vision didn't happen, though.
Tough pitch to bunt there. If Newcomer can get this one down.
Two balls, 1 strike on Newcomer.
You can see here there's no fielders currently at second base. That's because the second baseman is running over to cover first, and the shortstop is running over to cover third. So Shuda can get a huge lead, as big as he wants, at second base.
Bunt pulls back, ask if he went. They say yes, it'll be 2-2.
And Newcomer is disappointed, but that's the right call. He kind of leaned and stabbed at it, and then tried to make it look like he pulled it back on that outside pitch. And now with 2 strikes on Newcomer, gotta think he probably will be swinging away.
2-2 pitch. called a ball, full count. Oh.
Full count, like you said. Maybe with the bunt not an option anymore. The double steal is possibly.
I like that. Called strike 3. Out number 1.
That front door slider is going to have another victim again. Starting outside the zone and working its way back, surprising the hitter and catching the
From
corner.
Eastern Florida State College, left fielder number 28.
Here's Bryce Pax.
Pax.
I'm a bit of a curious cat. You guys. Ball's laced foul. Hit really hard. Where'd that go?
That was down the right field line. Pax a little ahead of it, but finding the barrel easy.
I liked the sound of that one. 0-1. Outside. 1-1. So do we think they were like, hurry up, Jake, hurry up, Blaine. You're up to bat soon, maybe. Or do you think they're like, oh, take your time?
I'd say maybe with Jake.
And that one has hit just foul. It'll be 1-2.
Shuda was going to be able to score on that one if it was fair. Could have extended the lead 5-1.
Well, I don't see either of them warming up anymore, so I'm thinking that time is over. 1-2. One-two pitch. Misses for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That was a similar pitch to the one that got newcomer looking for strike 3. This looks different with the lefty hitter.
Really like that take, Mikey. Full count. Seriously.
It can be hard to be consistent calling pitches on the inner and outer halves of the plate, especially with the handedness of the hitter switching.
Full count pitch. Called strike 3. So Ryan Cowell's getting these guys looking. With newcomer and Pax going down looking, here's Dan Likas.
Hopefully Likas can pick up this Rebels lineup. It is very, very
number 32.
discouraging to see back-to-back strikeouts, especially when they're strikeouts looking. Start off an inning getting leadoff runners on base. Outs on the bases kill rallies, strikeouts also kill rallies.
One zero.
We're going to have some hitter pick up the Rebels lineup tonight, though. It is Likas.
And that ball's hit hard into left field. That ball's going back, and it's going to drop for a base hit. That's going to bring in 2 runs. It's off the wall, kind of juggled out there by Evans. That's going to be a 2 RBI stand-up double for Dan Likas. Have a night, Likas. 2 doubles, a single, 3 for 4 total. That's a way to bring the energy up. That's going to score Shuda and John Dobkowski in. And Rebels have a 6-1 lead now.
And even though the Rebels had the lead before that swing, that is a huge weight lifted off the shoulders for the Rebels. Like it's really coming
Absolutely.
through there.
And here's Mallow. Bunts. Bunts it foul. 0-1. I would have to agree. Oh, I was going to say, Rebels have been in the lead this entire game, but it hasn't really felt like it.
Right.
Especially because all the runs prior to this inning were scored in the first and second, so no action, a lot of dead ball for like 5 innings. But here we are now, 1-1 on Jonathan Mallow with 2 outs, a runner on second.
And with the exception of the 4th and 5th inning, the Rebels have had their chances, non-stop traffic on the bases, but they've been missing that big hit that Lycus delivered right there. 2 outs, extra base hit, showing off that power too.
Swing and a miss, 1-2. Oh, we got a woot ×2. Not the woot. Per use. Can't tell if that's more energy and more passion from you, David, or not.
Definitely more.
More. He's so excited he can't even type it out twice. Another one. I'm scared now. Yeah. And it's Mallow. Mallow hit the first one. One, two, fouled back. Hey,
Mallow-
Jonathan, I'm gonna have a talk with your mother after this game.
Foul balls are dangerous.
I don't think it's my time to go today, but Mallow wants it to be. 1-2. It'll be 2-2 now. Nice job being patient on that pitch after fouling off quite a few previously.
Right, even when Mallow is struggling, still working that bat. That's one thing for sure.
And that pitch inside. That just reminded me of Monsters, Inc. Because, it's that little old lady. You see my vision. She's a slug.
I think so. Oh, right, of course.
Of course. Full count pitch. Hit right to Keister for the L4 and out number 3. Rebels get 2 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors and 2 runners left on base. Going into the top of the 8th, Rebels have a 6-1 lead. Blaine Waltemeyer, and on the mound for the Rebels, Jake Henry Williams moves to third. Daniel Shuda's in left field. And Bryce Pax is in center field, and that ball's hit in a right center. Pax is out there for the F8 to get JT Andorowski. So that should be all the new adjustments that you need this game.
Well, you know what they say. When there's a defensive change in some way, the ball will find you. Pax moving from left to center, ball finds him in center right away.
And I mean, I have the utmost faith in Jake Henry Williams at third base, but I've never seen him play third base before. In the year and a half that I've watched him play.
You're absolutely
Called
right, though.
strike. 0-1 on Will Tippett.
Absolutely right, though. All the faith in the world.
He's a Blaine Waltemeyer in the world. You just throw him where you need him. 0-1, fouled back. 0-2 now on Tippett.
A little bit of another all-star game. Breaking news check-in. National League now winning 6-3 over the American League. Corbin Carroll hit a home run after Pete Alonso's 3-run home run.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That made it 6-0. And then the American League brought in Brent Rooker. Brent Rooker hit a 3-run home run himself. And Bobby Witt Jr. just brought in another run for the AL. Shortens the NL lead to 4-6.
Two. And Harrisonburg beat Front Royal 21-2. And something's a little good in my soul. That feels like revenge. Well, revenge against it didn't need to be revenge against this team, but revenge against the team 2 years ago that scored 15 runs.
Flashbacks.
Freaks me out a little bit. And full count now on Will Tippett.
Front Royal is a common opponent for Newmarket.
14 runs in an inning. Yeah. And Tippett goes. That's a strikeout. Blaine Waltemeyer might be my favorite pitcher.
He has been one of the more reliable pitchers out of the pen for us.
There's Christian Toledo. First pitch to Toledo's outside. Return my debit card. Added to the list of great things this guy does. 1-0 pitch from Waltemeyer. Cold strike. It's 1-1. One pitch, called strike, 1-2 on Christian Toledo. Connor Spellman on deck, but 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. That ball's laced foul.
If Toledo is to make the third out here in the top of the 8th, it would set up the Rebels 7, 8, 9 hitters. Sox lineup in the 9th inning would make it relatively easier for whoever is on the mound for the Rebels at that point.
One-two pitch. Call the ball.
And I hate to say it, but I think that one has been a strike all night. Baltimore will have to adjust.
2-2 in the dirt, full count. That ball hit out the shortstop. Nice play by newcomer. Just almost a little low, but a 5-3 putout. Waltemeyer goes 3 up, 3 down in the top of the 8th. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. Going into the bottom of the 8th, Rebels with a 6-1 lead.
Christian Toledo in the pitch for Woodstock on the mound. Got a little jealous of Shuda and Waltemeyer showing off their two-way abilities. So he is coming in. 7 innings pitched so far this summer and an impressive 1.28 ERA.
Notably, not a pitcher, though.
Not a pitcher.
Source, trust me.
He's been in a tiny bit of a slump at the plate, however, and his production on the mound has been great. Top of the team.
Sounding like he's a pitcher to me. I'm just kidding.
Always good to keep your options open.
Yeah, true. That ball hit gently, and that's going to be a single for Jake Henry Williams. And here's pitcher Blaine Waltemeyer.
Brings up the pitcher from Penn State.
That's a single for Jake Henry Williams off of Christian Toledo.
It's a swinging bunt. His speed. A base hit right off the bat, basically.
That pitch from Toledo's hit in the left. Gonna be 2 consecutive singles.
That's Waltemeyer's first hit of the day, even though he's been on base 3 other times with walks.
Up to bat is the right fielder from Enterprise State Junior
And here's
College,
Mike
number
Dobkowski.
18, Mike Dobkowski.
And we should play a game sometime in the future
I'm ready.
where I name an MLB player, and you have to guess whether they were a two-way player or not in college.
Okay.
I think that would be very fun. You sound like
Cold
you're ready. You sound like you're ready to play right now, but I don't have a list of names in front of me. I can try to come up with some off the top of my head, but it might not be great.
Madison Bumgarner.
It's a good name. Do you know the answer, if he was or not?
I don't know, but I've seen him hit plenty of home runs.
He's one of the more famous hitting pitchers.
Don't look alone. Clayton Kershaw. That ball's hit gently over to first. Garrett Eldridge takes it. Productive out for Mike Dobkowski. Advances the runners.
Said advancing the runners, doing a great job there. Situational hitting. Another basic swinging bunt.
Kaskaskia Community College, number 36, Daniel Shuda.
Kaskaskia Community College. Kaskaskia. That's a whirl to say. So one out here. Somebody please get that out.
Sorry for the silence. Had to show this moth how we do it in the Rebels broadcast booth. Gave it a left jab and a right hook, but it still didn't scare it off. How many interns does it take to kill a moth? We have a 3-0 count to Shuda now, amongst all the chaos up here in the booth.
Sorry guys, but if there's a moth in here, I'm leaving. I'm abandoning the broadcast in a second. Cold strike 3-1. I'm a little out of breath. That was the adrenaline I needed to get through this game.
We'll focus back up, Hannah, because as we can see, 2 runners are in scoring position. The infield for Woodstock is in. They're toes on the grass. They're feeling the pressure. Shuda trying to do a quality job of situational hitting for the Rebels and extend this lead.
That pitch inside. So a walk issued to Daniel Shuda. No, I need to like catch my breath after that. I was like, that was terrifying. And the answer is 6 interns. Oh, 5
Right.
interns and Andrew.
Right, exactly.
Bases loaded now.
That moth kept coming back for more. It wanted a 2nd round, a 3rd round, a 4th round.
I got lost in the end.
Bases are now loaded after that walk. Corner infielders still working their way in on the grass. Middle infielders a little farther back to spin a double play up the middle if it comes to them.
Ball's fouled off to the right, 0-2.
Dobkowski, 2 for 4 today. 2 singles.
Oh, 2 pitch is inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes on John Dobkowski. Bases loaded for the Rebels. Another big opportunity here. Extend their lead, get some insurance runs. I'd like that.
Insurance runs are always positive. Not the worst thing for the River Bandits to load the bases here. Makes getting an out probably more convenient.
2-2.
If you're Dobkowski, however, that shouldn't shy away for you trying to put the ball in play, no matter the means necessary. You want to put pressure on the defense.
Swing and a miss. That'll be out number 2. Toledo gets John Dobkowski swinging. And here's Caleb Newcomer.
Big strikeout there from Toledo. Kind of eliminates the whole situational hitting aspect of things, with that being the second out of the inning.
Old strike. Wait, who are you yard carding, David? Are you yard carding Dobkowski or Newcomer?
I think, unfortunately, he was yard carding John Dobkowski. But it's okay. It doesn't count since he was joking.
Wait, I don't. You need to be more specific.
We'll count it if Newcomer takes Toledo deep here. He will definitely
Yes.
give David
We'll give
the yard card.
David a burrito. 2 burritos. No, we're already letting him get away with it. Swing and a miss. So Rebels get 3 runners on, but Toledo gets out of it. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 3 runners left on base.
No runs on.
Connor Spellman, Barrett Eldridge, and Hunter Miller, as Mikey said, 7, 8, 9 batters. Old strike. Blaine Woltemeyer still out on the mound.
Not exactly a safe situation, but looking for a 6-out closeout from Blaine Waltmeyer.
That ball's hit hard foul.
Greg is asking the important question in the YouTube chat.
How are you feeling about Nicolandria not winning?
How do we feel about the Love Island finale? I love it. I
Amaya.
do. I'm
Maya
a big fan of Amaya.
Yeah.
She is a very likable person.
0-2 on Connor Spellman. She never said she was perfect.
And Amaya and Brian, they were a late blooming couple, as I'm sure everyone watching knows. But Brian seems genuine. They seem very, very nice and very good together.
And he split the money with her. That ball is fouled off, so Connor Spellman making Woltemeyer work. Never said she didn't have any flaws. Spellman ahead in this count. And 1 and 2. Big opportunity for a strikeout here for Blaine Woltemeyer. Get it? She
I'm
said
sorry.
opportunity.
Oh,
He's not hip like that, guys.
I'm sorry, Hannah.
1 and 2.
I actually don't have a Peacock subscription.
Me neither.
Oh. For those not aware, Peacock is the streaming service that had Love Island.
Anytime I get on social media, everything's crazy. That ball's hard hit out in the center. But Bryce Pax is out there and under it for the long F8. Oh, okay, David threw it on Dobkowski, just so everybody knows.
Right.
Oh, David,
But
what
he
are we
was
gonna do
joking.
with you?
It's okay,
He
he
was
was
just
joking.
joking.
Number 20. Eldridge.
And here's Barrett Eldridge. And that pitch misses for a ball, so it's 2-0 on Barrett Eldridge. Three balls, no strikes. On Eldridge.
Hunter Miller is on deck.
Bretta's dilly-dallying around the press box. And that'll be ball 4, so a 4-pitch walk. First base runner of the night allowed by Blaine Woltemeyer. Quite a pitching performance. Honestly, yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm being sarcastic, but not really, actually. He's doing great.
Number 13.
Job not finished.
Austin.
So, like, junior year of high school, you're playing on the baseball team, you have 1 year left.
What are you referencing my saying?
Yeah, the job not finished.
The famous Kobe Bryant job not finished
Oh.
interview.
And now it's just used by high schoolers around the world. A 1 is outside for a ball, 1-1.
10 out of 10 role model. So, Kobe Bryant. All
So-
business though, especially in that series.
A terribly sad day when he died.
Absolutely.
2-1. Okay, well that killed the vibes. Somebody get the energy back up.
I've always wondered if kids these days, they shoot trash into
Kobe.
the trash can, they still yell out Kobe. I think they do.
I feel like that's got to be something that we're gonna have to carry on. Like, we're gonna have to teach our kids, and
Right.
yeah, you see the vision. It's gonna be a generational thing. It's gonna be like the old tale of the mouth. Oh, what's that? You know what I'm trying to say, right?
Right.
We're gonna have to pass it down orally, and culturally.
Culturally.
Well,
Listen
But
here,
it-
son. You shoot trash into a trash can and are mimicking a basketball.
will count.
No, I'm sure kids mimic Steph Curry. Maybe they say Curry as they shoot it in.
True.
Maybe a Devin Booker here and there. I don't know. I like Devin Booker. He's a scrappy, good defensive player, underrated superstar. But do you think kids still go with Kobe?
On strike 3. That was crazy. That's out number 2. And so with 2 outs here in the top of the 9th, here's leadoff batter Eli Hudgens.
Miller was not too happy with that call, but that outside corner, as we've mentioned, has been getting called tonight.
Called strike, 0-1.
Rebels 1 out away from their 10th win of the summer.
Inside pitch, 1-1. And we hit the 3-hour mark, just so everybody knows. 3 hours and 3 minutes.
There have been many obstacles, as there are with any summer season. Injuries, whatnot, shortage of pitchers.
Pitch fouled off 1-2. Runner went, but Eldridge stuck back on first.
But it really shouldn't go underappreciated when we have pitchers and individuals in general like Blaine Waltzmeyer and Daniel Shuda that can just answer the call, answer the bell when it dings, be in the lineup every game, fill in on the mound and give quality innings as a pitcher.
David, like, I hate to say it, but I think I'm gonna steal that. Sheesh. I think that's something I could pull off too. I'm a random enough person that when I say things, people don't even question it. So I'm gonna help you bring that back. That ball popped into shallow right field. Mike Dobkowski calling for it. He has a hold of it for the out. Rebels have their 10th win of the summer. Final line tonight. River Bandits had 1 run on 4 hits, no errors. Rebels had 6 runs on 10 hits and 1 error. That'll end the game tonight. Great pitching by Williams, Shuda, and Waltemeyer. I mean, really can't complain at all about how tonight went. And I think that's all I really have to say.
Rebels are off tomorrow. See you back home next time.
Good night from Rebel Park.